Thank you, Larry. So the picks are in. We welcome you to this Draft Champions contest. I'm Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, ready to call the action. And let's get to it. Down to the field. It's time for kickoff. Two teams here amped and ready for football, and off we go in week 2 of Draft Champions. Short boot taken at the 21. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Running back is Gurley, and he'll get it up the middle, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Nowadays, many defensive lines are coached to play the run on their way to the quarterback, and that's exactly what they did.
On play action, Rivers. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So now a 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary, a nickel look. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley, and it's 4th down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. In there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
There's so many times during camp and practice that you get bored as a player doing regular drills. But how about that shed and skate drill right there by the linebacker? You do it each and every day, get the blocker away, and get into the backfield and make a big-time tackle. That's what we just saw.
And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Marshall. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Here's Rivers. That is caught at the 7-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height...
Caught by Marshall. He's got it for an Oakland touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver from 6 yards away. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland. Well, look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game. And maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage. And they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Rivers now to throw on first down. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Steve Smith from 21 yards away. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Now Josh Scobie to attempt the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now here come the Raiders. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On second down, Rivers again. Wide open, it's Marshall, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Their big-bodied receiver with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Raiders have taken the lead. So they're going to go for 2. Rivers is going to throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead up to 8. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field, and they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive, but they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Now a play fake here on first down. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. DeAndre Levy in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. The one running back is Gurley. Rivers now on second down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Steve Smith that time. Third down here.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of...
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second down, Rivers. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Throwing Rivers, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Man, a tough spot to drop that down here, 3rd and goal.
And so many times when you analyze a play like this, you talk about the people around him and maybe his focus was gone. Sometimes just simply him understanding how close he is to the end zone and a chance.
Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They go play action here on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Throwing again, Rivers on 2nd and 10. Looking here for Smith downfield. He's got it at the 15. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, and they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll come out in the pistol. Rivers. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target. And when you don't pick up the necessary yardage in that situation, sometimes it starts to put a little doubt in the play caller's mind about what he's going to run on the next play. Because most of them, they thought they were going to pick it up right then and there. Now they've got to adjust what they're doing, adjust what they're thinking, and maybe they go away from what they originally thought.
So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They come out here in the eye. To throw, Rivers. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. The one running back is Gurley. They'll try to throw here. Rivers. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
On 3rd and 1, and he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Rivers now to throw on 1st down. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. A big play there on the screen pass. 32 yards.
A well-executed screen pass means the offensive little screen pass, lopped it over them, and now they're in front, and they get downfield for big yardage when they do it right.
Rivers now from the 50. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
A 2nd down throw for Rivers. He's going to look deep down the field. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the...
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Play fake, Rivers. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. Well, this O-line, they've had trouble with a pass rush all game long. This time it cost them 2 points.
I mean, you've got a quarterback back there who's running for his life, and he's had no time to throw the football. They've sacked him time and again, and this time they do it in the end zone.
You said it, partner. No time, none whatsoever. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and this is a spot late in the clock near midfield, though. Maybe take a couple chances, see if you get in field goal range.
You do that if you have trust, and this should be a position now where the great ones, they relish this opportunity to try and put points on the board.
They go back to the air here after the INT. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
So many components go into a well-executed screen pass. You've got to sell. Offensive line's got to sell like they've missed blocks, and then they move out, and they're out in front of the running back. He's got to sell that he's trying to block, and then he slips out into the route. The quarterback has to sell that maybe he's trying to throw it downfield. Instead, he slips it off to the running back, and when you get one set perfectly, you have to catch the ball, and that didn't happen on that play.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. not out there. They won 6 before halftime. Final play of the half, Rivers. He's going to let this one go deep. Caught by Marshall. He's got it. Touchdown, Raiders. Their dangerous wide receiver as time expires in the first half. And the Raiders add on to their lead. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. It's a short kick taken near the 18. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Second down now after the incompletion. Play action now. Rivers taking a shot here for Marshall. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. On third down, Rivers. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
On fourth down, they snap it to Rivers. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
They go, and nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker.
Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on fourth down. Now Rivers. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Now a play fake here on first down. Throws left side complete to Brandon Marshall. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 16 on the pickup, and that'll be good for an Oakland first down. Rivers now to throw on first down. Over the middle, and it's caught. Brandon Marshall. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is not with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle. He can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Caught by Marshall. He's got it for a Raider touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. Rivers is going to throw for it, and he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the 2-point try. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football, and the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
10 yards still left on second down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Brandon Cooks, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Raiders are pouring it on. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Short kick. It's taken at the 23. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, they've got to make amends.
And how many offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense? This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help.
If they can recoup and recover.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab it, and that'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Off the play fake here, Rivers. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Cole Beasley, the intended target. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
12.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
Ready, 390.
Play action now. Rivers. And Robinson with a big catch. And 12 yards that time and picking up the 1st.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
They go play action here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
All right, here we go.
They go play action. Rivers. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
To throw, Rivers. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Steve Smith, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep them in it.
Yeah, they might need it. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner, and just think about how good that feels because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Rivers, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Rivers here to throw. Right back for Marshall. This time it's complete. He's at the 40. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. 77 yards. And the silver and black continue to roll. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good. They've got this big lead. They said, forget one. We want two. Instead, they got zero.
Unbelievable that they even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
And now out come the Steelers. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like
Steve Smith all by his lonesome. Past the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Steve Smith, 82 yards. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, yes, that's his third touchdown catch, which is very impressive. But on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. Yeah, a slightly more difficult attempt here from the 20. No, and the increased distance may have cost him there, as it is no good. Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. So out come the Raiders. They have that feeling that has to be the best. You just go out in complete control of this game here for hopefully one final possession.
And it's a culmination of preparation that began with something along the lines from the head coach of, we're going to win this weekend, and here's how we're going to get it done. And covered all the details that went into it. They practiced them. They went over them. They tweaked the game plan as the week went on. And to find it all coming together and see it finish this way,
makes them happy.
Oh, that's satisfying for them.
Yeah, they were very, very good. Now the last stages of this one. And he's going to find that man yet again, Brandon Marshall. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll come out in the pistol. Throwing here, Rivers. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On second down, Rivers again. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now as a quarterback, third and long, you
well, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Throwing Rivers. The open man is Smith. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Leopard! Hey, Rocket!
Now a play fake here on first down. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of Draft Champions here on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com/Madden. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.
Oh, how about this for a tough decision early on? Which direction they go here is going to say a lot. Oh, no need to worry about this guy. Just plug him right into a starting role, and he'll be a massive upgrade. Boy, the skills just leap out at you with this guy. He will be a very important part of this ball club. Oh, no question that this guy's going to grade out as a huge impact over what was there before. Yeah, I don't think you needed a crystal ball to see that thing coming. That's all about loyalty and familiarity right there. These middle rounds are where your decisions can really impact your team. Maybe not a huge upgrade over what they had already, but they're certainly building up some depth there. This is a pretty telling pick here. Do you go for a big bruiser up front or get yourself someone who could be a difference maker at a skill position? Tough call here. Do you try and get tougher up front or get yourself a player in what we call a skill position? Boy, it's finger crossing time now. With the end in sight and a few more holes to fill, you've got to be hoping that there's still a gem or two that becomes available. These are tough decisions here, offense or defense. Which side has the more pressing need? One thing this team's going to need is some leaders, and they've got one right here. And now, which side of the football will they address here? Some interesting options either way. And now is where you need to make these last picks count. Time to fill any holes you can before it's too late. Still a few holes on this roster and not a lot of time left to do anything about it.
All right, Larry, hope everyone is settled in for a great Draft Champions contest here, lucky to witness it. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. These guys that you see on your screen, they won't be witnessing. They will be participating in what should be an excellent game. Let's get down to the field. It's time for kick. And it's the birth of a new club as we're underway in Draft Champions. And, Charles, this is one of those inexcusable special teams penalties, an out-of-bounds kickoff.
Pressure, pressure, pressure. Sometimes errors occur because of situations.
First down, Rivers. And caught left side, Olsen. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
Now, coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Give him 13 on the pickup there. And it'll give the Broncos a first down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Here's a carry now for Mike Gillisley. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. Mario Edwards Jr. there to bring him down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards.
And 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And Olsen over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Red zone opportunity. They'll run with Gillisley. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Mike Gillisley, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They go play action here on first down. And his first look is incomplete. He was trying to get it to D'Angelo Williams. And that'll bring up second down.
The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him today.
Detroit! Now let's go!
On 2nd and 10, Goff. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. And it's third down. Throwing on third. Goff. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, You probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And he is going to lose yardage here. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 49 yards.
When I watched Jared Goff on tape at Cal, I saw a guy who wasn't just a dart thrower. You know, a lot of people said, he's perfect for the West Coast offense. I always thought he could do a little bit more, and that was the reason why. He can push it downfield. He has a good, strong arm.
No, check. Patriot!
Time running out here on the play clock. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Offense working with a 2nd and goal now from the 3. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. D'Angelo Williams, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead. And he knocks it through. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score back for our own offense. Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Throwing, Rivers. It finds his target, Fuller. Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. Fresh set of downs here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Shaq Lawson's one of those guys that after a while you quit just trying to define him by a position. Defensive end, outside linebacker, doesn't matter. He knows how to get upfield and spill some plays.
So disruptive. What makes him so disruptive?
I think it's strength. If you see his upper body, I mean, he's got some strength up there and some really good hands. But he's got some surprising quickness as well to get him upfield.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Thank you very much, Larry Ridley. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. We are ready for this draft champions matchup as you get a quick peek at some of the stars in today's game. We're ready to go. Let's get down to kickoff. Two teams here amped and ready for football, and off we go in week 2 of draft champions. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Over! Detroit!
Now a first down throw. Gone. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Ed McCaffrey, the intended target. And now it's second down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion. Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get it. This is caught inside the 15. They get 31 yards that time. And the Steelers are going to have a first down.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and...
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Ed McCaffrey from 10 yards out. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And it's 3rd down.
I remember growing up playing basketball. My coaches always talked about communicating on defense, making sure you talk on defense, know where your screens are, know where the cuts are coming from, who has who. But guess what? It's the same thing in football. Even though there's more noise out there, you can hear all the screams of screen, screen. This defense, the bench, everyone let them know what the play was, and that's why they were able to react and knock the ball away.
Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lardarius Webb. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
Goff. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on first down. And the Broncos go to a nickel set on 3rd down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
On 4th down, Goff. It's brought in by Floyd. Give him 9 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Goff. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So 2nd and 10 here.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
To throw is Goff. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Here's Goff. Caught left side by Hilton. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. And here we go on 1st and goal. Now a carry for the veteran. This is D'Angelo Williams. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. D'Angelo Williams, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Play clock winding down. Boswell for the extra point. Now from 5 yards further back, this becomes a 37-yard extra point attempt. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They'll start the drive with Elliott, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
The former Bill, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And look at this, another fake. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
Man, it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out.